Okay guys, here's part 2 of my Tippmann Alpha Black breakdown, and this clamshell design is really nice for being able to access the marker's innards, because you can work on both sides of the gun at one time, but it does have one fatal flaw, and that is the fact that, especially with this front sight and stuff, when you pull this thing apart, it is a pain to get everything back in place to put it back together. But we're going to try this. Hopefully that front sight stays there. Now take in mind, I'm not working on an actual workbench. I'm working on a tote container that, the lid is divoted. So I'm working on a 2-level workbench essentially. So it's not really that easy. Okay. So we're going to begin right here at 1 minute putting the shell back on. Okay. This is the left side. Right side is already on there. Okay, it's being a pain. There we go. Okay, that's on there. Now to keep the front sight from falling out, we're gonna put the hopper on there, right, the feed neck on there right now, okay? Well, that can't be good. Well, let's just try to put this back together, okay? We're gonna go with one of the back screws first. And my thing is with this, I kind of just piece it together and wait till the end to tighten everything up. I think everything turns out a lot better when you do that. Of course, what can happen when you do that is you end up having to pull the marker completely apart again because you put something in the wrong spot, or something like that. And it's not the greatest thing to have to do. Okay. And with these, because of the amount of screws that's in them, with Tippmanns, you're kind of hoping that you put everything back together right. Now when you screw that front sight back in, make sure you don't tighten it too far down, or else when you want to drop that feed neck and start working on it, or you got a jam or anything, it's not going to want to move. What you might want to do is, because of that O-ring in the back, yep, that's good now, just push your bolt back as far as it can go, and just hold it there for a second, or do it a couple times, and you should be fine. Okay, now I'm going to tighten these up all the way. That one screw does not want to start threading. There we go. Okay, There we go. Now it fell into place. Like I said, the two blocks of the ASA, you have to make sure that they go together the right way. And I'm not so sure they did now, because I have a little problem. That problem would be called the screwing all the way through for some reason. Well, that was weird. And I think I just figured out why. I think I took the wrong screw and put it in the wrong spot, which should also be why that other one does not want to start threading. Oh yeah, that seems to be the problem. Yep, that would be it. See, this is why I usually lay these screws out in a little bit of a diagram when I put them, when I pull the gun apart, or marker. There we go. And like I was saying earlier, you know, with these clamshell design guns, you know, or markers, you're always hoping you put every screw in the right spot and didn't screw anything up. Then you gotta go pull the whole thing apart again. But okay, we're down to the last screw right here. Took the forearm back together. Special made tippmann barrel for this marker, you know, has a much thicker outer shell than the others because of the forearm. Put the clip back in. Put the rubber cap on the hammer. Okay, now you're done. That didn't include taking the extra time, you know, that we would have had to lube anything up if we would have, you know, had to. So, look at my other videos, like my SP1, that took me roughly 3 minutes to get the bolt and everything that moves in the marker that needs to be lubed, to get that out. You know, so it would have taken me 5 to lube it and everything. This took me almost, you know, 15 to pull everything apart, you know, but take in mind I wasn't using an actual workbench with the Tippmanns. That's not, you know, very helpful to not be using a workbench. But anyways, you're looking at 20 minutes for a Tippmann to do full maintenance on the inside and out using a regular Allen wrench and no workbench. So field stripping it, you know, if you had something to work on that was a level surface, you'd probably cut it in half the time, so 10 minutes. If you're really good, 5. But there you go.